Hi guys, so I am crafting and I am working on one of my Christmas journals. Let me just make sure I am in frame. So I thought I'd bring you along and show you what I do when I have fabric that is like self-healing. You know, when you poke a hole and it closes on you and then you can't find a hole and it's a real pain. So this is one of my journals. It's a hardcover that I'm working on, and I got a little fabric pocket, fabric on the spine, and I'm just gonna do my poke my holes in here. Got my templates, a 3-inch spine. Got my signatures in already. Got them ready here. It's gonna be a chunky one, so so I'm going to show you what I do to, you know, when those little holes want to shut on you and you can't see them, because I'm blind and I need help. So I'm going to place my template, and I like to go through the back because I could see it better. Place my template, and I always mark it T for top because that helps me. Actually, no, let me go through this side because on this one it's better to do it from the inside. Okay, line it up. And maybe you guys already know this, but just in case, I just turned on the camera just for fun. You can see a little bit of my process. If it's boring, you can just forward it or turn it off. I'm gonna poke my, just to mark. Oh no. Did you guys just see that little tiny spider? So I just mark it like this, but you can barely see it. So that's going to be a problem when I go to stitch, right? So what I do is I take my Fabri-Tac, because this is my favorite glue. This is the only glue I use. Well, wet glue. And I just put a little dab. And I take my awl and I just go right through it. I hope you guys can see that. And then I go and take my awl and I go right through it and I wiggle it. And that's going to keep my hole from closing up on me. You see that? Can you see my little hole there? The glue is going to keep that open for me, so it's not going to heal. You know what I mean? So it's just because if I don't do that, when I go to stitch, it's going to give me a heck of a hard time to find those little holes, and I'm gonna have to find it and poke it, and it's just a little bit of a nightmare. So those little holes are gonna stay like that for me. See? So that is what I like to do. This glue, once it gets to the, oh my gosh, you know, we should all call and complain. Because once this bottle gets to be like halfway, it's like a volcano. We should all call and complain. Because I feel like we waste so much glue when that starts to happen. With all that bottle, that glue spillage, you know. Like these, I can barely see now. So, what you guys been up to? Are you guys working on Christmas journals? I have 3 made so far. This is my 4th one. And I'm also working on some little traveler's notebooks for the shop. You'll probably see them tonight or tomorrow morning. Like I said, I want to, you know, keep restocking little things, little journals in the shop. Maybe like for Christmas gifts, you know, inexpensive little things, you know. But, you know, simple for me, because these are more elaborate, so they're taking more time, because these are fully dressed. So and I don't like no kind of glue showing. Yep. So I can see all the holes so far. Nothing is closing. So that is it. And then the glue in the all, you know, you just scrape it off with your nails. That's not a problem, because it comes off. The good thing about this Fabri-Tac, it rolls right off. You know what I mean? So it's not a problem at all. I'm gonna see if I upload a video on the doily coffee dye paper today also. If not today, I'll do it tomorrow, but that's coming too. Let me get a little dab of glue, little dab of do ya. Yeah, I didn't get to work much yesterday because I had my grandbaby, and but today I am working. I have to show you some of the embellishments that I've made. I hope you guys can see. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Oh my god, you probably can't even see. You can forward this, because this is all I'm doing, and I don't know how to edit. I'm not that computer savvy. Because I'm going to show you how I stitch in my signatures. I use the 4-hole pamphlet stitch for my journals. I like that one. So that's the one I always use, because I'm going to be stitching right after I do this. And if you're interested in watching that, that's what I'm going to do right now. I like that stitch. I feel it's so secure. Okay. See, I like this because it rolls right off any kind of little glue. And then you just go and double check it. Make sure. But see, now you can see all your holes and they're not going to close on you. And that's what I like. Alrighty. So, what I like to do, now everybody has their own way of stitching in their signatures. And that's what makes it all so unique. But the way that I do mine, I use a 4-hole, and let's go all inside. I got my envelopes. I go and I look through them. I got these in the shop, by the way, because I'm going to be putting a photo in there. So let's go. Check. And this is not finished. This is not embellished yet. This is just the base. I haven't added any of my embellishments yet. And I go in through and I look at it and I make sure everything is where I want it. I got some Susan Branch in here. I love Susan Branch. I love her text. Look at that text, how pretty it is. Isn't that cute? So I got some of Susan Branch. Of course, Edith Holden can't be left out. And my little envelope. I take my ruler and I press it in and I hold it and I take a paper clip, press it in, and I clip it. Okay, I take my template, and this is where everybody does it different. This is how I do it. I'm not saying you should do it this way. I'm just saying this is how I do it. And I start with my back signature. I just poke the holes. Let me take the glue off my awl. Right in my hand because I feel I have better control. I'm not saying you should do it this way. You could use a book. You could do it on a, you know, one of those mats and poke a hole that way. But I poke a hole. I have 4 holes. And I'm going to explain the template in a second. So my template is the width of the spine, right? and then I leave space between the first signature and the last signature. You probably can't see that. Let me see, maybe this way better. So I leave, this is the space between the last signature and the book. Second signature, third signature. Okay, and then I leave 1/2 inch from the top, 1/2 inch from the bottom. That's the way I like it. And then I count 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, and then I'll make my score. And there I have my four holes. I hope I explained that right. But this isn't really a tutorial on how to make a pamphlet stitch. There's plenty tutorials out there. I'm not the best one in making tutorials on how to do the stitching. Sorry guys. This is just a little video on my process. And I have my favorite needle here. And I use wax thread, which is my fave. I go from the second hole out, out, up to the top hole, and I need help. I need help. There we go. Leaving a tail. Then I'll go to the bottom hole. And then this hole. And sometimes you gotta play with it. Sometimes you look out and you get it in the first, and sometimes you don't. So then you gotta go one by one. Because you definitely don't want to make extra holes in your book. You want to go into the one that you made. And here we go. So when you come out, you want one string on the opposite side of this string. So my string is on this side, and now I want this string to be on the opposite side. And that just gives you a secure, tight binding. Take my clip off. And now what I like to do is I pull, but I'm going to pull straight up, not like this, but like that, straight up. And I like mine to be nice and tight. So I hate a wobbly signature. And then I turn it around, check it, nice and tight. And for extra security, I put a little bit of Fabri-Tac right there. Give it a last little tug. Make that knot. And a second knot. Cut, cut. And then I tack these down into that glue. Close my envelope up. And there we have our first signature stitched in. Okay, nice and tight. Ready to be decorated and embellished. A little envelope in the middle for extra little things. Pretty cool. I'm going to do my second one. So I have, how many more? I have, I don't know, another seven journals to go? No, 6 more. Yeah, 6 more Christmas journals to go. And I'm trying to, I'm trying to have different price ranges, so I'm going to have, well, I'm shooting to have like some smaller ones, some, like little stocking stuffer type ones, little things like that. So I'm working really hard at it to get that accomplished. I'm going to a haunted Halloween, well, it's a haunted hayride. I went to it last year and it was fabulous. And the price was so good. You get 3 attractions and, oh my gosh, it's so scary. It's so worth it. So I like that. See here. Okay, we're good. I got this little thing that I want to put in there too. These little Christmas cookie walk collections. They're so cute. So I'm going to be putting some of these. I'm making a super ephemera pack to go with every journal. And it's going to have all kinds of things for you guys to put in your journals. Well, whoever buys them. I'm hoping they sell. I have a lot of little goodies to put in there, and that's going to be like one of them. So I'm hoping it goes good. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, let's stitch in the second signature. So I go in through my second hole. But see how easy it is to find my hole? Now if I didn't do that with the glue, oh my gosh, I would have a heck of a hard time finding those holes, because this will self-heal. And it would be a utter nightmare to try to find that. To try to find those holes. It would be terrible. Sometimes you find it, sometimes you don't. Just gotta be patient. Okay. And this hand hurts so much. It is swollen from cutting so much, fussy cutting, you know. So I need that to help me out, because I've done so much fussy cutting. Down to the bottom. I love this stitch, you know. I know a lot of people prefer the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Everybody has their preference, and this one is mine. So this one is on this side of this string. So now I want this one on that side. And now we're going to tighten it up, straight up. Nice and tight. And let's glue. I love this wax thread. Glue that down. Give it another little tug. And it's nice and secure, nice and tight. Because we want this to last, right? And another one for added security. Now we cut. You know, these scissors are from the Dollar Tree, and I gotta tell you, they are so good. I have one for fabric, I have one for paper, and I cannot complain. They are really good. Fabri-Tac is my favorite glue to use. I don't know if I mentioned that before. I'm pretty sure I did. And the reason I love using it, number one, is you could glue anything with it. Number two, it doesn't wrinkle your paper because it's acetone base. It is pricey a little bit, but you know, you get it. You can buy it at Walmart, and you can get it at Michael's with your 40% off coupon. or wait till they have the 50% coupon. I love it because it does not wrinkle your paper like other glues do, because they're water-based. Fabri-Tac does not do that. And you can glue anything. So there is our second signature in. And now we'll go and do our third and last one. Look at that one. Isn't that cute? I love it. So let's do it again. Where I find it. Here it is. So I do all of my stitching on my pages way before I sew on my signatures. Like, I do everything that's going to be stitched, I do first. Like my pockets, my envelopes, my laces, all of that. Everything that's going to need stitching, I do first. And then I do my pages. I stitch in my signatures, and then I go in and I add all of my embellishments afterward. Because otherwise you won't be able to. That's a decoupage Rolodex card, but it's still not done. That's only the base. None of these, this is not done at all. This is just, everything is basic. And then I'll just go in and deck it out. Okay. Okay, last signature. This video is going to be long, huh? Okay. Second hole again. And you always start from the back to the front when you're adding it to your cover. See, sometimes you get it in one shot, but sometimes you don't. Sometimes you just gotta work at it. Yeah, and I think my fibromyalgia doesn't help either. when it comes to my hands. But okay, I will pull up. Make sure those bad boys are nice and tight. And they are. A little bit of glue. I have to go make a run and get more glue because I have 7 more to go. Plus the 4 little traveler's notebooks that I'm working on. Tighten it there. Nice and tight. Probably not even in frame. I'm sorry, guys. There you go. Add some glue. And there we go. We have our 3 signatures in. Now we just have to decorate the front. Little pocket here, little pocket there. How does that look? Cute. Decorate the front, decorate the spine. I'm thinking I'm going to put these on the spine. Pretty poinsettias, right? Add maybe this. Oh, look at this. Seneca Pond Craft. She got these gorgeous stockings. Isn't that beautiful? A set of 6. I just blew this one up and added this little iridescent trim to the little girl's coat. You know, like her hoodie and her, you know, the trim. Oh, these are so gorgeous. So check out Seneca Pond Craft, but I think she's going to live right there with some extra little things maybe. So we'll have to see how I'm gonna decorate this. Alright guys, thank you for hanging out. I hope it wasn't too boring. Alright, I will talk to you guys soon and have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. Bye.